The conversation continues on politics, and this week, though, something crazy happened over the last weekend. President Uhuru said that it is time for another Jamii, as he put it, to hold the presidency. And Uhuru said maybe this time he can put Musalia in there. And Ruto came out and said rotational presidency doesn't work. People should not be forced to choose people based on their tribe. And this is something that happened. This is something that I know you're probably pro Uhuru on because you're pro Uhuru. Nika unakulia kwa government. What do you think?
Okay, first of all, I said I'm not going to talk about Ruto till the end of January because I'm not going to ruin my birthday month talking about useless things.
Like this.
So here we are. Now Uhuru said rotational presidency. Sindio?
Yeah.
That's a very good thing. Why not? It's all about inclusivity.
Ni wale watu huko nyuma.
Achana na.
Okay.
It's all about inclusivity, right?
Yeah.
BBI, everything, devolution, it's always about inclusivity.
But does
now making other people feel like they are part of this country.
But feeling is
Jadiel, let's not lie to ourselves that we'll keep on having two presidents from two different tribes, from two tribes in Kenya. How many tribes do you have in Kenya?
About 40 plus.
We have 47 tribes in Kenya.
47 per county, I don't know.
47 tribes, not per county, but we have 47 tribes.
I think there are 50 plus.
Oh, actually there are 50.
Yeah?
There are exactly 50. Waliongeza Hindi and some tribes over there. So they're actually 50. And then you can't expect us to believe that only two tribes zina to represent. In as much as we are going to say we don't see tribes, we don't see this, we don't see this, we don't see this. One thing about in the constitution, one thing about us, about our tribes, is that they give us a sense of representation, right?
Yeah.
They tell us this is who we are. I belong to this tribe, and this is where I came from. So hautaniambia that Kikuyus and Kalenjins watakuwa hapo, then me as a Luo, you expect me kukaa nje and I feel like okay, they are representing us. No, we need to have the rotational thing, but it will make us more comfortable with the government.
But don't you think that is imposing the will of those that are leading the country towards the citizens? Because you cannot tell me that I cannot choose someone from, let's say, this tribe because they have already had the office. What if I want to choose someone that I want, and if you guys want someone else, vote for them, and not based on their tribe, but based on their qualities? I think that would be something that would make Kenya a good place. Instead of saying that because they come from a different tribe, let's make them the presidents without looking at someone from a different tribe who has better leadership qualities than the guy himself that he's being limited to vie because their tribe has already gotten the presidency.
Of course, yes. But then, since when in this Kenya did you see us voting for someone just based on their qualities?
Now, whose problem
based
is
on
that?
Their manifestos?
Whose problem is that?
Kenyans.
Therefore, what should be done? Kenyans should start voting based on manifestos.
No! Okay, let's say based on... if you are saying based on manifestos, it's still the same thing with what I'm saying, because the outcome will be the same.
The outcome is not going to be the same if people vote...
Your manifesto cannot include giving out handouts every now and then during your campaign, and then you expect us to vote for you just because we don't want rotational presidency. No, we want to feel included in the government. We want to feel part of this country. And in as much as you want to tell me tribal politics is bad, Jadiel, no.
So you're saying tribal politics is not bad?
It's bad, but no, we need to feel part of this government.
Why do you think...
we need to be part of this.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think people don't feel like they're part of the government?
Because they're left out.
Don't you think it's because people are so tribal?
No, believe me. Have you ever been to Nyanza or Western?
Talk to me about it.
Before devolution, don't count revolution. Before devolution. Bad roads, high poverty levels. Especially in the real interior, like Ocha, huko ndani kabisa, bad roads, high poverty level, no electricity, no water supply. Like, you can't even imagine this is a part of Kenya when you come from Nairobi.
Let me ask you.
And you are from Central, right?
Let me ask
you are from Central, right?
Yes.
I've been to Central, so you can't lie to me.
Talk to me.
Like all parts of Central.
Talk to me.
How are the roads in Central?
Let me ask you.
How are the roads in Central?
Do guys?
How are the roads in Central?
Do guys
Just
in
answer
Nyanza,
me.
the roads are developing.
They are good, right?
The roads are developing.
They've always been good.
They are developing. Not always. If you look at
even
the
before
time,
devolution, they've always been good. They've always been tarmacked.
let me say this. Are you going to let me speak?
Okay, speak.
You guys, every part of the country has its own leader. An MP
Yeah?
back then, and these MPs were responsible in giving bursaries and making sure that the people of that area have good roads. If I was talking to someone, and most of the guys in who are in leadership, most of them have put roads in Nyanza. I'm talking to about someone who lives in Nyanza.
Okay.
And these leaders have taken
Since
roads.
when? Since
have
when?
taken roads.
Just tell me since when.
Let me
Tell
speak.
me since when.
Let me speak.
Tell me since
These
when.
guys have taken roads up to their homes, but it's up to them. You cannot blame the government
Exactly.
for people not taking roads to their place. You guys have the funds. Why don't you work hard and make your places better?
Do you know how much CDF is allocated?
Talk to me.
100 million.
Why
What
doesn't
can you
it
do with the
reflect?
100 million?
What can you do with the 100 million? Good God.
Do you know the cost
Good
of
God,
do you know
100
do you know
million.
the cost of one tarmac kilometer road, 1 kilometer tarmac road?
Right
Do you know
now,
the cost?
is Nyanza developing?
Nyanza is
It's time
developing.
for devolution.
Nyanza
This-
is
this-
developing.
this is-
Do you know why?
this
Do you
is
know
a
why?
pre- yeah.
Because of devolution.
But
Do you know
see,
who brought along devolution?
Uh-huh.
Do you know who brought along
the 2010 constitution between Raila and Kibaki?
Do you know who brought it?
Raila and Kibaki.
Do you know who brought it?
Raila and Kibaki.
Do you know who
I'm
brought
telling
it?
you, Raila and Kibaki.
No,
What's up?
no, stop. You're beating around the bush. Do you know who brought it?
Raila and Kibaki under the 2010 constitution.
Raila. Kibaki was only the president. What he did was just signing. Raila, okay? Do you know why? Because much of his side has been marginalized, okay? Raila has been representing marginalized communities since the first time he was in parliament. Okay, not so marginalized community, but the marginalized people. Amekuwa akiwa MP for Kibra. Have you been to Kibra?
What did he do in Kibra?
Well, first of all, alijenga the affordable housing. Like 1,000,
Affordable housing, good God,
like
people living in Kibra.
1,000 units.
The guys living in Kibera with affordable housing
Do you
are
know
not
what
the people
happened?
that used to live in Kibera. Do you know that's a fact?
Do you know what happened to those houses?
Uh-huh.
These guys actually were allocated the plots and the houses. Then they decided, I can rent this house for 20k a month, right?
Which guys?
The ones that were living in Kibra.
So?
I can rent this house for 20k a month instead of actually me living in it or 30k a month. Hiyo itakuwa do mzuri, si ndio? Then bado niendelee. Mimi nimezoea ile maisha yangu ya ghetto.
So right now you're saying it's the people that don't want development.
No. Housing units in Kibra, that was the people.
So right now we're taking housing units as a case study.
Yeah.
And looking at it, it's the people that don't want development because you are saying mimi nimezoea.
Come to think of it, yes. Do you know why? Because it's the same people that keep on voting the same leaders over and over again and keep on expecting something different. Do you know the definition of stupidity?
Doing something over and over time
and expecting the same result.
What you're saying
right?
is
that is stupidity.
So what you're saying
the
is
voters are stupid.
This is what you're saying.
Yeah.
The voters have been voting for these guys.
Yeah.
That means you are right now agreeing the first time in this Siasa na Vijana that the people that are in power have been chosen by the voters.
The people that are in power have been chosen
by the voters.
No.
That is
I mean,
why is this guy
no. I mean at the constituency level, MCA level, and governorship.
The thing about
governorship and cement
is that you don't know what you say.
No, that is what I mean. The presidency, the Supreme Court, 2 times. 2007, I don't even need to prove. But the Supreme Court, 2013 and 2017, the election offenses were borderline criminality.
But you just said
Maraga just appealed the elections. Kulikuwa na offenses, and 2013 Mutunga said the election offenses were borderline criminality.
Right now,
yet bado akasema the so out of so
right
judges
now,
because Supreme Court is
Marshall, come on.
Supreme Court is also a scam.
Come on, now.
Supreme Court is also a scam.
Are you going to allow me to speak?
Okay, speak.
Right now, you've just said that the people are stupid because they vote for the people who are in power.
Of course.
Meaning number one, that if only people voted wisely, we wouldn't have to have this discussion
exactly
on rotational presidency.
Exactly.
Meaning, that we don't have to impose rotational presidency for people in different tribes to get into power, but people, other ones, to vote wisely, not
Exactly.
the government to impose tribal politics. And that is why, using your logic, it was wrong for the president to say that now it's time for another.
Did I say it was wrong? I didn't say it was wrong.
So it was.
I said it was right. I said it was right. It was not wrong. Absolutely. Because, like I've said before in this show, and I'm going to say it again.
Do you know what you're saying?
We need to feel included in this government. Like, you know, when a Luo becomes a president, do you know how many people are going to feel included in this government? Luos, Luyas, Kisses, and because it's obviously going to be an alliance with the rest. That is good. Let me take,
don't you
for
think
example,
that would be unfair for other communities?
It won't. It's
the ones that feel like huyu amepewa kwa sababu ni wa hii tribe instead of
it's rotational.
Because of sasa sisi tumepata, that means sisi tutulie tusiwahi kwa president mpaka 50 tribes kwa president.
No, si lazima zikuwe 50. As long as that guy ana represent your region.
Why not?
How many regions do you have in Kenya?
About 47 counties.
We only have 8 regions in Kenya.
According to the 8 provinces.
Exactly.
So
why can we rotate these things 8 terms? Hata kama ni just one term of 7 years, 8 terms.
Because
why can we not?
Because you know
inclusivity, Jadiel. Anyone who is going to run for the presidential elections, lazima atatafuta experts wenye watamwandikia a very good, very lucrative, very seductive,
what if he's not voted for?
Very nini agenda.
What if he doesn't receive the votes that he needs?
When did votes start counting in Kenya?
This is what I'm saying.
When did votes start counting in Kenya?
This is what I'm
okay, we'll never agree on this. Sindio?
No, we can.
Okay, let's postpone this for next year, okay? Let's talk about Ann Kananu Mwenda. I want us to talk about Ann Kananu Mwenda. I want us to talk about Ann Kananu Mwenda. He's now the governor of Nairobi. Sorry.
The governor of Nairobi, yes, she is.
I know you've been opposing that for a long time. I mean, people's power, democracy, so and so, what that crap. You've actually been pushing for that.
Actually, I'm not opposed to it.
You're opposed to it. Okay,
let me just be honest with you. If she was appointed by Sonko, she deserves to be the deputy governor, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So if she's becoming the governor, why should I be opposed to it? What I'm saying is this, simply.
Yeah.
Because Sonko chose her, she's the deputy governor, rightfully.
Yeah.
Right? So she deserves to be the governor come next 60 days once the guy is out. So I guess on this one I agree with you because it's Sonko who chose her. We don't need to have a by-election.
Okay, and on my parting shot, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's 2021 already. Sindio? When are the next elections?
What I was against though.
Why do we need to vote right now? That is just
against
expenses, unnecessary expenses.
This is what I'm saying.
Unnecessary things.
If she was found not to have rightfully been the deputy governor, what I was against for in the first place was Sonko's impeachment. I don't give a damn about whatever she does.
Yeah.
Because she was rightfully appointed. But if she wasn't, that's on her.
But she was rightfully
yeah, she was
appointed.
She was so.
And Sonko was rightfully impeached.